We're live from the CNN News 18 Primetime studio, brought to you by Green Lamb Laminates. Viewers, have you ever heard of a government issuing an advertisement against itself? Probably not. But this bizarreness has eventualized in Delhi under the Aam Aadmi Party. This morning, bewildered Indians found themselves reading a prominently placed public notice in newspapers by two departments of the Delhi government warning citizens to be wary, very wary, of promises being made by them, by the party in power, which happens to be the Aam Aadmi Party. Imagine, viewers, suspend belief for a few moments. Imagine if a ministry under Modi, let's say the Social Welfare Ministry, were to put out an ad in the newspaper, a public notice, saying be wary of the promises that the BJP-led government is making, that Modi is making to all of you. Viewers, this would go down as perhaps the biggest self-goal. It is absolutely bizarre. It is almost dystopian, viewers. But the public notice was prompted by desperation. Realizing that their fat was in the fire, the bureaucrats wanted to distance themselves from the registration process started by Chief Minister Atishi and former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal for two schemes announced by the ruling AAP in the national capital recently. The advertisement said very clearly that the schemes were non-existent. It also warned the citizens to not divulge their personal details that are, of course, as you know today, viewers, open to gross misuse in the digital age. Earlier this week, Kejriwal, along with Delhi Chief Minister Atishi, had kick-started a registration drive, if you please, so that it could enroll citizens and hand to them rupees 2,100 per month, especially women, under the Mukhyamantri Mahila Samman Yojana, and also provide treatment to those over the age of 60 in government, as well as private hospitals under the Sanjeevani Yojana. The AAP immediately responded against the ad, threatening action against the bureaucrats for allegedly allowing themselves to be arm-twisted by the Lieutenant Governor. This is a bit like Modi suddenly waking up and saying, no, this ad has been put out by bureaucrats in the Social Welfare Ministry and I must complain now to the police and have them booked. Viewers, if the AAP is not in control of its own government, what is it really in control of? Nonetheless, viewers, the AAP pointed out that after an amendment was made to the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Act, the Services Department comes under the control of the Lieutenant Governor, and the Lieutenant Governor was therefore behind the mischief because he, as they claim, acts at the behest of the BJP. Now, viewers, the AAP put out a point-by-point rejoinder. So the AAP said that, look, we have not said that the scheme is open as of now, that when we come back, if we are voted to power, women will be entitled to rupees 2,100 per month. And they said that there is a move ahead. The Delhi government department notice that was put out as an advert, viewers, says there's no scheme for women notified by the Delhi government. The AAP claims that free treatment for 60 plus in all Delhi hospitals. The notice says such non-existent schemes are misleading. The AAP claims a door-to-door registration by AAP leaders. The Delhi government department notice says no question of registration for a scheme that doesn't exist, which sounds logical, viewers. The AAP claims that 35 to 40 lakh women are eligible under this scheme. Delhi government department notice restrains from entertaining any such promises. It's telling voters, please The AAP claimed that the eligibility requires proof of residence in Delhi. Delhi Government Department notice says that citizens are cautioned against sharing any information. So viewers, here it is. But while the AAP is clarifying its stand with respect to the advertisement, it is true that the schemes haven't yet been ratified. In fact, the Sanjeevani scheme hasn't even been cleared by the cabinet of the Atishi government, and therefore one wonders why they're even beginning a registration drive. Is it a ruse to get people excited about a possible emolument in the future? Now viewers, we must also remember that bills in Delhi or schemes in Delhi on the back of a bill to be implemented under the purview of the GNCTD Act. It's always under that. A bill passed by the Legislative Assembly is to be presented before the LG, and the LG shall declare assent to the bill or withhold his assent. The LG can also reserve the bill for consideration of the President. The bizarre development led to the BJP and the Congress bitterly criticizing the AAP for perpetrating a fraud upon the people. They asked the AAP to stop insulting the Aam Aadmi, the common citizen. The AAP responded by accusing both its rivals of feeling intimidated by the scheme's connect with voters. The BJP's charge is that the AAP is trying to scam the residents of Delhi. The AAP's counter is that the BJP is triggered by our welfare schemes. It's feeling a little insecure. BJP's charge is that the AAP's own bureaucrats don't trust the Delhi government and therefore have put out this ad. The AAP says an attempt by the BJP to spread lies against the AAP by manipulating these officials. The BJP says attempt by AAP to collect private data. The AAP says no, officials are being pressurized by the BJP. This isn't the first time, by the way, that the AAP has been accused of misleading voters or not keeping their poll promises to them, viewers. In Punjab, the party has not been able to fulfill its guarantees despite being in power for 2 years. Let me give you some hard facts on this. It guaranteed a rupees 1,000 monthly stipend for women, but it hasn't been delivered yet, viewers. The government in Punjab is in power for 2 years. The AAP will tell you that, listen, we made this promise saying that over a period of 5 years, we'll bring this. So we are getting up to it. They guaranteed an NRI quota, but the move was struck down by the Supreme Court. They guaranteed 1 lakh plus Mohalla clinics. Viewers, they haven't been delivered as yet. This bizarre situation, unprecedented developments, prompts several questions. Can the AAP distance itself from its own government's advertisement, warning the public against falling for a registration drive for rupees 2,100 Mukhyamantri Mahila Samman Yojana? Basic question, viewers. If the two schemes have not yet been approved, is the AAP being deceitful to voters by launching a registration drive for them? What doesn't exist? What kind of registration is this? If there is no scheme, why is AAP conducting a registration drive to enlist beneficiaries for rupees 2,100 per month? Mukhyamantri Mahila Samman Yojana. Fundamental question. How can a political party collect personal details of millions of women voters? Won't this compromise their privacy? When schemes are announced, viewers, and you have to sign up to them, it's a government portal where you put in all your information. It's like a digi-locker. It's not available unless it's hacked. Isn't it true that while Delhi government's scheme to give rupees 1,000 to non-tax-paying women has been cleared, the official registration portal for the scheme is still not operational? Isn't it a fact that the scheme to provide free healthcare to those over 60 years old hasn't even been passed by the state cabinet? Given that the services department is under LG, is it possible officers were pressured into issuing an ad against their own government? Viewers, let's take these questions to our panelists this evening. And I want to begin first with Sanju Verma, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, as well as Priyanka Kakkar, who is the national spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. And let me begin with you first, Ms. Kakkar, since the accusations really are against you, as in your party, your government, and they are being made by two departments of your own government. How can you distance yourself from this advertisement? Either you're not in control, either no one consults you, either the minister in charge is derelict. An exercise of this nature would require someone signing off on a budget. There are various provisions, checks and balances. That's one. And two, if the schemes have not been launched, why have you undertaken a registration drive? And that too at a party level.
Rahulji, good evening to you, the fellow co-panelist and the viewers. Rahulji, firstly, I am very, very grateful and thankful for whoever played this mischief of publishing these ads in the morning in the newspapers today to discount the two schemes that Arvind Kejriwalji has announced for the upcoming elections. It would have taken us some time, but we are very grateful that the debates today, that everyone now knows that there's a scheme of 2100 rupees that Arvind Kejriwalji has launched for every woman in Delhi who is a Delhi voter. She will get 2100 per month in her account should AAP come to power again. Secondly, also, very grateful that the media is picking up this debate today so that everyone knows that Arvind Kejriwalji has also launched the Sanjeevani Yojana scheme, which means all elderly who are 60 years of age will get free ilaj in Delhi ka sarkari or private hospital no matter what the cost. So very, very grateful to the media for picking this up. And whoever played the mischief in the morning, very grateful to them too. Now, coming to this, since you were very categoric about mentioning that what Punjab did not deliver in 2 years of coming into power, here are some promises of Modi ji of 10 years in power who promised that you will get it, but you didn't get it. Nobody got 15 lakhs in their account. The economy did not triple to trillions by 2022. The PM promises farmer income doubling by 2022, did not happen. They're still on strikes. Bullet trains to be a reality in India by 2022, says Narendra Modi to Indian diaspora in Oman. Every Indian will have a house by 2022, didn't happen. In 2022, every house in India will have 24/7 electricity, PM Narendra Modi, didn't happen. Did not happen that every house in India has water either. Now coming to our Punjab's fulfilled promises, since you mentioned what we have not been able to do in 2 years, what we have been able to do in 2 years is that we have built 1000 Mohalla clinics. 2 lakh students have migrated from the private schools to the Sarkari schools because our focus has always been health and education as priority. Yes, you said that we will say before the tenure is over, we will give the 1000 also, that is promised because it is Arvind Kejriwalji's promise. That will also be delivered. Then also 50,000 नौकरीज को पक्का कर दिया within 2 years in पंजाब, जो 10 साल में भाजपा की सरकार पूरे 20 राज्यों में नहीं कर पाई.
Right.
300 यूनिट बिजली मुफ्त कर दिया पंजाब में. 80% of Punjab gets zero electricity bill. That BJP has not been able to replicate this in any of its 20 states. Now coming to Delhi, we have made these promises as a poll promise and we have always fulfilled our promises. You remember जब हमने कहा बिजली हाफ पानी माफ तो बीजेपी लाफ्ड एट अस. जब हमने कहा महिलाओं को फ्री बस यात्रा तो बीजेपी डिड अ विरोध अगेंस्ट इट. जब हमने कहा पूरी दिल्ली में सीसीटीवी तो बीजेपी वाज आप पे नाम्स एंड वी हैड टू गिव अ धरना. तो हमने बहुत सारे काम कराए भी हैं and because Arvind Kejriwal ji always does what he says, so I assure you everyone will get 2100 rupees. Every woman of Delhi will get 2100 rupees who's 18 years of age in their bank account every month.
So viewers, we've had 4 answers from Ms. Kakkar. One is a circumvention. She said, thank you for the media to do all of this. Thank you for giving us the publicity, as if Mr. Kejriwal has no voice. He has no connect with the people. No one gives any attention to what he says. So then why is he standing for elections? I don't understand. Anyhow, so his voice doesn't carry. They need, no, 1 second, they need a bhompu to tell the people of this country that look, yes, we are doing something. Okay, number 1. So that's, I didn't get an answer to the question, viewers. It was a very simple question. Ms. Kakkar, 1 second.
Okay.
1 second, 1 second. They need the media, bhompu, big bhompu. Okay. Then viewers, I asked a very simple question. How is it that you are carrying out a registration drive for something that doesn't exist? Didn't get an answer, but you know what I got was whataboutery. You see, let me tell you what Modi hasn't given. 1 second. Let me tell you what Modi hasn't given. 1 second, madam. Madam, please, please.
Comments on my reply.
I'm not. I'm only pointing out to the viewers that you took 3 minutes and gave me nothing. And gave them nothing. So, basically, we kind of wasted 3 minutes. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. That's your prerogative. People will judge. But you know, it's very strange,
Don't
viewers.
Come back to me
They
again.
said the water boundary was amazing. They said that BJP ने नहीं किया तो why should we, I mean, come on. Modi hasn't done it, so why are you just picking on us? We are the small people. Don't pick on us. हम तो आम आदमी हैं. Why are you getting into all of this? Okay. Then viewers, then they came and gave us a whole list of what they've done in Punjab, and they said we made 1,000 Mohalla clinics where they promised 1 lakh, and they've done it in 2 years. So just do the math. They'll have 2,500 by the end of their term out of the 1 lakh. Viewers, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. But I haven't still got my answers. And it's today the Congress party, their ally, that is actually holding press conferences and asking them questions, not the BJP, not even primetime anchors. They are only repeating and interpreting what their spokespeople are saying the whole day. Sanju Verma, I want to ask you, you see the LG could have done this. He could have forced, arm twisted, etc., these officials, because these officials report to him, in a sense. So why shouldn't I believe the AAP and say that perhaps this was mischief?
You know, Rahul, I heard the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson very intently, and I need my time to make my points.
Yeah.
First and foremost, very quickly, completely calling out the bluff of the Aam Aadmi Party panelists, let me put few facts out there in the public domain for your audience. When Narendra Modi took charge in 2014, our GDP was barely $2 trillion, $1.8 trillion. Today we are touching $4.34 trillion in 10 years, 141% jump since independence. We've had investments to the tune of $14 trillion, and 57% of that, $8 trillion came into India in the last 10 years alone. We have 6.44 lakh villages, out of which 6.24 lakh villages have 100% electricity 24/7, which means 97% of India's villages get 24/7 electricity. When Narendra Modi took charge, only 3.2 crore rural households had tapped clean drinking water. Today, 15 crore households have access to clean drinking water, which means 77% of rural households have access to clean water under the Jal Jeevan Mission. Today, India is the world's 6th largest stock market, the world's 5th largest economy, the world's 2nd largest steel producer, the world's 3rd largest electricity producer, has the world's largest financial inclusion scheme called Jan Dhan Yojana, has the world's largest health insurance scheme called Ayushman Bharat, has the world's largest self-employment scheme called Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. So Priyanka Kakkad needs to do better homework rather than trolling Narendra Modi. बिना पढ़े लिखे डिबेट पर मत आया करिए, थोड़ा पढ़ लिख कर आया करिए. But I will call out the bluff of Aam Aadmi Party because that's what the debate is. Forget Sanju Verma, forget the BJP. There is an Aam Aadmi Party councillor. His name is Ravinder Solanki. He says, I am aghast, I am appalled, I am embarrassed. He obviously said all this in Hindi. मेरे दफ्तर में रोज लोग आते हैं और कहते हैं केजरीवाल जी ने हर महीने महिलाओं को 1,000 रुपए देने का वादा किया था. वो वादा तो पूरा नहीं किया. जब हर महीने 1,000 रुपए नहीं दिए तो ऑन व्हाट ग्राउंड्स इज केजरीवाल नाउ प्रॉमिसिंग कि हम हर महीने महिलाओं को 2,100 रुपए देंगे. अरे भाई साहब, पहले तो 1,000 रुपए का वादा पूरा करिए, बाद में 2,100 की बात करिए. बट वेट राहुल, आई एम स्टिल नॉट डन. वेरी क्विकली, this is the track record of Aam Aadmi Party, and your audience needs to listen to this very carefully. We are aware of Kejriwal out on bail, Sisodia out on bail, Satinder Jain out on bail, Sanjay Singh out on bail. These are some of the more famous names. Wait, I listened to her very carefully. But your audience needs to listen to these people. Amanatullah Khan, Somnath Bharti, Naresh Balian, Naresh Yadav, Sandeep Kumar, Sharad Chauhan, Prakash Jarwal, Jitendra Singh Tomar, Akhilesh Tripathi, Dinesh Mohania, Vijay Singla, Manoj Kumar, Bhaggu Valla, Raman Swamy, Gulab Singh Yadav. All these people are either booked for rape or blasphemy or corruption.
Look, hang on. It's not as if the BJP doesn't have legislators, some of them sitting in parliament that have criminal records. No, one second, Sanju
Verma. I heard her for 3 minutes.
But you also need to
fair by not giving me time.
Answer the question.
This is unfair. I'm answering the question. Can I please finish? My limited point is this. Whether Kejriwal wants to give 2,100 rupees or 21,000 rupees is not the point. I always say the devil is in the detail. My simple point, Rahul, is this. that if Kejriwal truly respects women, why was Swati Maliwal thrashed black and blue?
Okay, we are not now talking about Swati Maliwal's case. Fair enough.
Black and blue in
you
the
can.
Of Kejriwal.
I understand what you're trying to say here. You're trying to say that Kejriwal has. Yeah, 30 seconds, please. I don't have much more time. Please, 7 minutes. It's been.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yes, because you don't heckle the other person. You have this bad habit of heckling me. I don't know why you do that. Can I please finish now? 30 seconds, don't heckle me. Swati Maliwal beaten black and blue in the presence of the then Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal with Kejriwal's wife.
So what's the point?
Sunita Kejriwal being a mute.
We know all this. What is the point?
My point is this.
Yes.
You could not even save one of your own former allies and confidants. She was beaten black and blue. And you talk about women's safety.
Viewers, let me come in here. This is clearly, a face-off between these two gentlemen, these two ladies who are going at each other. But I asked Sanju Verma also a specific question.
I am not.
And I said,
why are you making such statements of me?
1 second. I asked a simple, straightforward question. Could it be that the LG prevailed upon some of these bureaucrats to put out this advertisement because it's not been heard of before, but I didn't get that answer. Nonetheless, viewers, today is one of those days. Anyhow, let me try Dr. Ranganathan and Tehseen Poonawalla. Dr. Ranganathan, look, you are a scientist. Do you take samples, saliva samples, etc., at the height of COVID, before even inventing the COVID testing kit? Would you be doing that? Just asking, because here there's a registration drive going on. The AAP is leading it. It's going from house to house and saying, Aapka naam, pata, give all your details, Aadhaar number, etc., blithely ignoring guidelines about privacy, etc., that's fine. We'll be the repository, a political party, not the government, not a constitution appointed body. But nonetheless, do you do this, Mr. Dr. Ranganathan? Because if you do, then I'll have to very, very carefully look at your research the next time you bring it out.
Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to my fellow panelists. I would do it only if I was scamming the people and, basically violating all sorts of privacy to get to their DNA sample. So, yes, I would not do it if I was ethical and moral. I have a couple of points to make here. First of all, I really admire Priyanka ji, the AAP spokesperson. She's very erudite, but I'm afraid out of the plethora of lies she has blurted out, the one that stands out is that she said Modi promised 15 lakhs into everyone's account. That is clearly a lie, and that's been proven. So let's get that out of the way. Now, 2 points I'd like to make. Number one, Rahul, you know as well as I know, there is a cumulative debt of Indian states to the tune of 75 lakh crores. India is under debt of 257 to 260 lakh crores. And that is not in any small measure because of the promises that political parties and politicians make. Yeah. BJP made a promise about per month giving to women in Maharashtra, it won. AAP has made a promise in Punjab. AAP makes in Delhi. That's not the point. The point, as you rightly say, is if it's a poll promise, nobody can stop AAP from making it.
Yes.
Why on earth are Aam Aadmi Party representatives collecting confidential information of home addresses, of iCards, of people, including some very troubling viral videos that are doing the rounds where the person who's taking the registration saying, "Pata hai na kisko vote karna hai? Kaun dilayega aapko? Kisko? Naam batao, Kejriwal." This is the kind of blackmail that is happening, and I'm afraid the buck will not stop with BJP or AAP. The buck has to stop with the Election Commission. What is it doing? Why is it silent? Now the other issue. Honestly, if you believe in the promises of Kejriwal, you are one who rubs his nails to cure baldness. And by all means, I don't think you need to do it. But let's not talk about Delhi.
I'll get there. By the end of the show, I won't have much left.
That depends entirely on Sanju Verma, my friend.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, just joke. No, look, the point is not about Delhi and the thousands of promises that Kejriwal made and never fulfilled, from Yamuna to health to education. I can go on and on and on. The point is not because they always had a ready excuse. And the excuse was the Lieutenant Governor and the BJP are not allowing us to work. Now, whatever you said, about the state of Yamuna, about the state of Mohalla skinning scam, about the DJB scam, about the electricity, about the school promises 550 delivered, whatever. They would always come up with this excuse, fine, you couldn't do anything. So what does a scientist do? A scientist has a proper control. And in this case, the proper control is Punjab. Because in Punjab, AAP has been there for 2.5 years and a bit more. And there is no lieutenant governor or BJP to take the credit away and not allowing them to work. So let us look at Punjab. Kejriwal promised the drug menace will end in a month if voted to power. Last month, Punjab has registered the highest number of arrests, drug-related arrests. Highest number of heroin-related killings. Drug menace is at an all-time high. You look at the 1,000 rupees per month promised in Punjab, not a single one has been delivered. You look at the education system, it's completely crumbled. 75% of class 3 to class 8 students cannot even write a sentence in English or in Punjabi. Read a story. You look at the health issue. You look at all crime all-time high. So where there is no lieutenant governor, no BJP, nothing to disturb AAP from fulfilling its promises. You look at the state of Punjab, and finally, not least, you look at the farm fires. Kejriwal promised the problem of Delhi pollution is because of farm fires in Punjab. If you vote us to power in Punjab, we will not allow even a single farm fire. Last year there were 40,000 farm fires. This year there are 10,000, but farmers are cheating because of NASA satellite. They're doing some other things. Point is, they haven't stopped farm fires go unabated. He has not fulfilled any of his promise in Punjab.
Okay, so the one thing, Dr. Ranganathan, the EC can't come in here because there's no poll code as of now. So the EC has no jurisdiction, unfortunately. That's the only technical thing. But Priyanka Kakkar, would you like to respond to Dr. Ranganathan, some of the points that he's made? And I want to bring in Tehseen Poonawalla. I'm being told that we still have a problem with his audio. So I would have come to him. That's what I'm being told. Can you hear me, Tehseen Poonawalla?
Very clearly. Very clearly. There's no problem
so
at all.
let Priyanka, Priyanka Kakkar respond and then I'll bring you in. Yes.
The way he is sitting, I have a problem with this
While
video.
we are at it,
Tehseen,
while
I can
we
see
are
your
going,
tummy.
while we are at it, please also do discuss the fact that Parvesh Verma ji was seen distributing black money today and no police investigation has still happened despite the fact that a complaint has been lodged. So I hope the Delhi police through this show and if you also question as an anchor, there will be a little this thing and probably they'll act on it.
Right.
Anand Ranganathan ji, I assure you after the completion of this show, I will tag you and send the photo or send the video of Modi ji where he's promising the youth 15 lakhs in their accounts. I will tag you on Twitter and send it to you. I promise you. I don't lie. Sir,
stop lying on national TV, Priyanka
Sir,
Kakkar.
also,
झूठ बोलना बंद करिए.
Madam, I'm not talking to you.
Okay,
Sir,
please,
also,
I'll give you time to respond.
Madam, आपको तो tag नहीं करूंगी मैं.
थोड़ी शर्म
Ms.
बहुत
Verma,
करती
I
हूँ.
will allow you to respond to her. Let her finish.
Please.
झूठ
Let her
बोलना
finish,
बंद करिए,
please.
madam.
Okay, one second. Let's not speak over each other. I promise you, I'll give you
sir,
time to respond.
Anand sir, I did
You
not,
never give me
I
time.
did not lie
That's the
at
problem.
all on all
On your
the
debate
points
these
that
days.
I gave you. There was not a
I
single
assure
lie
you-
in whatever
sorry
I
to
said,
interrupt
Anand sir.
you. I
Please check
assure
me
you,
online.
if
But
what you
your
say is true,
NCRB data,
if what you say is
you
true-
misinformed by saying that crime has increased in Punjab. We
what you
have
say is
actually,
true,
please
Priyanka
check it up.
ji.
If you will see, Punjab is one of the second state which has which has seen a drastic reduction in crime because of our efforts, sir. आपने देखा होगा कि हमने अमृतपाल जैसे व्यक्ति को भी कितनी मैच्योरली हैंडल किया. आपने देखा होगा अभी भी हमने कितना बड़ा इंसिडेंट गोल्डन टेम्पल पे अवर्ट किया. वी आर साइलेंटली वर्किंग. हम इतना प्रचार नहीं कर पाते, हमारे पास उतना तंत्र नहीं है जितना भाजपा के पास है. बट यू विल डेफिनेटली सी चेंजेस ऑन द ग्राउंड.
अवर्ट कैसे हो गया? The Golden Temple incident, the gun goes off. It's just that the person's own PSOs, Badal's PSOs were there. Otherwise,
that was not own PSOs, Rahul ji. You are
right,
misinforming.
right. He had those people for many years. For many years. You know that.
250 policemen in plain clothes surround the Akal
That's right.
Takht
And he got in.
day.
And they got in and they did a recce also. Anyhow, forget all that. Listen, we are just going down a rabbit hole here.
No, don't forget. You can't make statements and forget. You know, you have to be unbiased. You
Yes,
have to
ma'am,
follow
please.
what I say and then listen to somebody else. This is very incorrect.
Let her finish, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yes.
I don't think I got that, Sanju ji.
Okay, 1 second. Sanju Verma, quick response on the 5 lakh, 15 lakh promise.
You know,
yes, quick one.
Sanjay, can I just 5 seconds, Sanjay, if you don't mind?
Rahul, can I
Yeah,
please
Rahul,
complete?
there
Yes,
is no
thank
point
you.
now. I'm in the show. I'll leave. Yeah, thanks.
Just
Can I
give me
please come
30
in?
seconds, Tehseen.
परवेश वर्मा
30
से कभी
seconds. I
पूछ
promise you
लीजिएगा,
I'm
राहुल
coming
जी,
to you.
please. परवेश वर्मा के पास
What
कितना
नरेंद्र
काला
मोदी,
पैसा
प्रियंका
अवैध में
का
पड़ा है,
करण
वो भी
शांत
पूछ
हो जाओ.
लीजिएगा.
Rahul, can I please come in now?
Yes,
Thank
please.
you.
30
madam.
seconds. Yeah.
Yes, don't keep saying 30 seconds because you keep heckling me the most.
Okay, next
despite being
time,
the answer.
Sanju Verma, I'll only have you on the show with possibly another guest. That's it. You
Oh
can
my
have all
God.
30 minutes. Now, please, I'm asking you
Please.
because Tehseen is also waiting his turn. Please.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm coming in. Rahul,
Yeah,
please.
go ahead.
First, Anand Ranganathan takes pot shots at me. Abhi aap to baksh do, Rahul ji. Thank you.
क्या हो
Now,
गया
let
भाई?
me, Acha, let me now make this very clear. What Narendra Modi said in that viral speech was कि जितना पैसा कांग्रेस ने दशकों तक लूटा है, यदि वो सारा का सारा पैसा हाइपोथेटिकली स्पीकिंग टैक्स पेयर्स को दिया जाता, तो भारत की 140 करोड़ जनता के खाते में, हर भारतीय के खाते में
That is true.
15 लाख आता.
That is the literal translation of what he has said.
Learn to read.
Okay,
Please learn
Tehseen
to
Poonawalla,
interpret.
why is the Congress party today breaking ranks with the AAP to accuse them of defrauding the voters? Your party has come out and said, and one of your dear friends, Mr. Markan, has come out and said very clearly that, and he's used the word farziwal, which I don't think is a good parliamentary term to use, but nonetheless, he used that term. Why is he using such terms, which have no place in Indian democracy?
Jai Samvidhan and Rahul, there are three aspects to this. Aspect number one, has the Aam Aadmi Party fulfilled its promises made to the peoples of Delhi?
Yes.
No. The answer to it is no.
No, then why did you
Forget
sign up
it.
with them in the Lok Sabha elections?
Rahul, I have not spoken to you
Okay,
for 1 second.
fair
I
enough.
will give you, I have
Fair
the
enough,
answer,
fair enough. Go
every
ahead.
single answer. Yeah.
Fair enough, go ahead.
The India Alliance is the national level alliance. We will fight in Delhi, we'll fight in Punjab. Let's come to the issue. Forget everything else. Can any LG or any president refuse to sign the Lokpal? Where is the Lokpal that they promised and they said it would be against Sheila Ji? They haven't brought that in. Is Yamuna clean? Is the environment safe? So that's point number one. Point number two, I agree and concur with Dr. Ranganathan on two issues. We are going down a rabbit hole. All political parties, including the Congress that I support, this culture of wanting to dole out to everybody and taxing and leaving our future in doldrums. The point is they will again get into the GST Council, charges 35%, 40%, 50%. We are already overburdened and the exchequer is collapsing. Let's come to the last issue, which is the more pertinent issue that I want to raise. While I continue to remain against the Aam Aadmi Party, it is very, very worrying for me that bureaucrats will allow such ads to come out. So either Saurabh Bharadwaj or others have not seen this ad, or these bureaucrats have removed the ads without the concerned ministry's permission. That for us as a nation should be very worrying. Can bureaucrats function keeping ministries aside? Even if the minister ultimately doesn't have all control and it goes to the LG. Which brings me to the most important question if Priyanka can answer. The whole campaign of AAP is making Kejriwal ji the chief minister. The viral video also says, "Pata hai kisko vote karna, Kejriwal ji ko." Now the Supreme Court is very categorical that the Honorable ex-Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal ji, cannot attend office, cannot preside over meetings, etc., etc., etc. How does winning this election change? He stepped down because the Supreme Court was very harsh on him. How does it change? It changes nothing. So how is Kejriwal going to become chief minister?
That's a
None of these
legitimate
questions
question,
are
Ms.
answered.
Kakkar. Legitimate question. You're misleading the public even about who their choice for chief minister is going to be, says Tehseen Poonawalla. Quick response.
Very clearly, Arvind Kejriwal ji. Arvind Kejriwal ji is our chief ministerial candidate. We have very categorically said it. CM Atishi herself has said it. All our volunteers say it. This is what we want. There is no confusion about it.
No, but how can he be?
What about BJP?
When the Supreme Court
then
itself
how can
says
he
you
be?
can't attend your own office, so what kind of chief
Oh
minister
no,
will
that
he
is
be?
not true. No, let
that
me.
is not true. Okay.
Oh no. Let me
Yeah.
let me correct that, please. Let me correct that. There is one thing which is very clear in law. One constitutional authority cannot curtail the powers of another constitutional authority, and this was also observed while granting him bail in the CBI case, where the Supreme Court said that the CBI has acted like a caged parrot, and there was no need to arrest Arvind Kejriwal ji. One thing.
Yeah, very quickly. Tehseen Poonawalla wants to respond.
There is one condition.
I do.
One condition.
I do agree.
One condition. Listen
There
to the
is one condition.
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah.
There is one condition that the CM can only sign those files which have to go to the LG. But Delhi being a half state, not being a full state, as it is, the CM signs only those files which have to be sent to the LG.
Very
so
quickly.
That is the one
Yes.
no.
Two responses coming. Tehseen and Ms. Verma.
Even
yes.
if I were to believe Priyanka on this, and I do think a court should not clamp down on constitutional posts, why was that so far not challenged? That means Arvind Kejriwal will not be.
It hasn't been challenged, and that's the question I was about to ask. Yes, Ms. Verma. Very quickly.
Thank you.
It doesn't need.
Rahul, please.
Absurdity
Rahul, can you moderate the debate? Can I come in now?
Something
Okay, she says an absurdity doesn't deserve a response. Okay, absurdity. So Article 370, which was called absurd, the abrogation should not have been challenged. Okay, that's very weird. Anyhow.
Rahulji, don't please.
Rahul, let's be very clear.
Anything
please.
which is void ab initio
Okay.
not need to be challenged.
Okay,
Rahul.
okay. Ms. Verma.
Rahul.
Yes, madam.
Rahul,
please
let's
stop
be very
screaming.
clear. The
I
lie
think
that is constantly
lower pitch
present on
also
national
works for me.
television is that the LG does not allow Kejriwal and his cohorts to do their job. It is only land, police, law and order, which is under the aegis of LG.
Yes.
Water, sanitation, PWD, pollution, public works, health, education. इसमें क्या उखाड़ लिया केजरीवाल ने? 400 out of 500
North India का हमारे पास है.
Okay.
government.
That's a valid point. Only three areas of jurisdiction under the LG. That's a valid point. Okay, Dr. Ranganathan, very quickly.
Because they're with BJP.
Also, if LG doesn't allow them to work, how will they allow them to work in 2025?
Okay, Dr. Ranganathan. Yes, very
Arre,
quickly.
BJP only delays our works, but we know how to get them done.
Okay, you know how to get them done. Okay, Dr. Ranganathan, very quickly. I need to move on. Yes.
Yeah, Rahul, I had so many things to say, but I'll just say this. My good friend Priyanka ji challenged me and said she's going to tag me, accusing me and, clearing out that I am lying. If I am found to be lying, then I will from here on change my name to Anand Kakkad Amritsari Naan Wale.
Okay, well, I leave it at this. That's
Anand,
okay.
Even I don't lie.
Okay,
Good
I
to
leave
know
it
that
at
we
this.
can laugh.
I leave it at
Even
this.
I
Let's
don't
move
lie.
on.
I've seen
Viewers,
the video, I will show it to you.
Viewers, part 2 of this debate is important. It still focuses on the union capital. Do you recall, viewers, Sadhvi Pragya? She was given a ticket by the BJP to contest the 2019 Lok Sabha election. Let's show the windows. There you can see them, viewers. Pragya won the election, but was accused of an act of terror, a serious charge. And the opposition went to town accusing the BJP of promoting religious hate, of promoting Hindu majoritarianism, of playing truant with the constitution. Today the opposition, ahead of the high stakes Vidhan Sabha elections in Delhi, perhaps the biggest prestige battle in this country, have either handed or are thinking of handing those accused of rioting in the union capital in 2020 a ticket to contest. What does this make the opposition, viewers? Opportunistic, hypocritical, or simply an apologist for hate? Choose your pick. But we've learned from Congress sources that Rahul Gandhi has suggested that 2020 Delhi riots accused Ishrat Jahan should be given a ticket from Okhla to contest the assembly elections. The AIMIM, run by Mr. Owaisi, says it may feel 2020 Delhi riot accused Shahrukh Pathan from Seelampur seat. Members of AIMM's Delhi unit met with Shahrukh's family as it mulls fielding riot accused. AIMM has fielded 2020 riots accused and ex-AAP leader Tahir Hussain from Mustafabad already. So there would be 2 from their account, viewers. And we are talking about Shahrukh, who, as you know, was seen brandishing a pistol at Delhi police uniformed officials. For viewers who may not be aware, here are some of the charges that are pressed against these contenders. Ishrat Jahan, attempt to murder, rioting with deadly weapons, force against public servants, disobedience to order. Shahrukh, on the other hand, attempt to murder, rioting with deadly weapon, unlawful assembly, harboring offenders, force against public servants. Tahir, of course, viewers, we all know, Section 365, Section 147, 148, rioting, unlawful assembly, promoting enmity, criminal conspiracy, murder. Viewers, if the Congress does end up giving the ticket, and the crucial thing is the party hasn't denied that it won't, it will be only underlining its penchant for appeasing Islamists and the like. In 2015 July, Shashi Tharoor tweets on Yaqub Memon, the terrorist execution, saying that he is deeply saddened that he was sentenced to death. February 16, P. Chidambaram says there were grave doubts on Afzal Guru's involvement in parliament attacks. All in afterthought, viewers. January 2022, Congress inducted hate speech accused cleric Tawqir Raza Khan ahead of the UP polls into its party. Congress MLA Tanveer Seth submits memorandum to review cases against the accused in the DJ Halli, KJ Halli, Shivamoga and Hubli riots in Karnataka. August 2024, Congress allies with banned terror group PFI's NIA designated political arm SDPI to contest Bantwal Town Corporation poll. December 2024, CPM says Communal Muslim Alliance is behind Priyanka Vadra's Wayanad Lok Sabha bipoll win. Viewers, what exactly is happening here? Are these political parties, the AIMM and the Congress, becoming platforms for radicalism, for hate? Are they going to be rewarding hate? Are they going to be setting a disturbing precedent? Or viewers, do they believe that no moral code applies to them, it only applies to the BJP? Let's ask these fundamental questions tonight. And let me begin with the MIM. Haji Rangrez is with us. Haji Rangrez, very respected leader in Delhi. Haji Rangrez Saab says that Shahrukh, the person who was holding a weapon, is a hero for Muslims, viewers. No, one second. I'm only introducing you, sir, to the public. I'm not asking you a question. This is a gentleman, viewers, who believes that Muslims in India, viewers, think that a person who picks up a gun and points it at the police with the aim of murdering them will be a hero for the Muslim community. Viewers, then I want to ask him, why do you get so upset when Sadhvi Pragya or when Yati Narsinghanand and all these other fringe elements say what they say? Why do they have such a problem with all these people? And would they take the same position against, for example, if tomorrow the BJP were to give a ticket to Yati Narsinghanand? Would that be a problem for them? It shouldn't be. Because someone can turn around and say, well, you know, Yati Narsinghanand is a hero for the Hindus. So, Haji Rangrez, I want to ask you.
मैं हिंदी में कंफर्ट हूँ सर.
आप कोई सी लैंग्वेज में बोलिए सर. हम भारतीय हैं. आप बंगाली में बोल सकते हैं, तमिल में बोल सकते हैं, कन्नड़ा में बोल सकते हैं, आप तेलुगु में बोल सकते हैं, आप गुजराती में बोल सकते हैं, आप पंजाबी में बोल सकते हैं, आप उर्दू में बोल सकते हैं, आप कोई भी भाषा में बोलें.
जिस तरीके से परसेप्शन बनाया जा रहा है.
नहीं, परसेप्शन क्या आपने ट्वीट किया? यस और नो? डिड यू ट्वीट दिस? Are you saying, sir, that tomorrow? No, are you saying that a person? I'm asking you a question. No, I'm asking you a simple question. I don't want your paksh. I want your response, and a response to a pointed question. Do you believe Haji Rangrez is a hero for, if he were alive, Abdul Kalam, Dr. Ambedkar? I'm asking you.
मैं कह रहा हूँ हमारे आइडियल जो हैं वो बाबा साहब हैं.
तो बाबा साहब के लिए वो हीरो होंगे? वो बंदूक उठा के जो पुलिस को गोली मार रहा है.
देखिए, मैं सुन तो लीजिए, आप बात ही नहीं सुन रहे, आप अपनी बात कह रहे हैं. देखिए, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, जब शाहीन बाग में प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा था, जामिया में प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा था, एक बंदा वहाँ पर पिस्तौल लेकर आया था, उसने भी गोलियां भी चलाई थी, उसे हीरो बनाया गया भाजपा की तरफ से. हमने अभी उनके घर पर जाकर सिर्फ उनकी हालचाल जाने हैं, ना हमने टिकट दिया,
सर,
ना हमने कोई वादा
बोला उनको टिकट दिया जाए इंशाअल्लाह. ये आपका ट्वीट है, मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. हाजी रंगरेज, मैं होमवर्क करके आता हूँ, आप होमवर्क ना कीजिए.
देखिए सर,
वो आपके ऊपर है. मैं आपका ट्वीट दिखाता हूँ. वन सेकंड,
मैं बता रहा हूँ.
नो, अब आप डर क्यों रहे? दुम अपनी टांगों के बीच में मत रखिए सर. Come out.
अरे सर, सुन तो लीजिए.
Put your hand on your heart and say that you did not tweet.
मेरी बात तो सुन लीजिए. मैं कह रहा हूँ, अगर हम
आप मुझे बताइए.
देखिए, हमारी जो लोकल बॉडी है, उनका मानना है कि शाहरुख पठान को चुनाव लड़ना चाहिए. तो उन्होंने हमें एक वो दिया.
आपने बोला इंशाअल्लाह उनको टिकट देना चाहिए. मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ, एक आदमी जो हिंदुस्तान की वर्दी पर गोली चलाता है, आप कहते हैं डॉक्टर अंबेडकर उससे खुश होगा? सवाल ये है,
प्रज्ञा भारती से कौन खुश हुआ था? ये
मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूं।
साध्वी प्रज्ञा भारती
तो
से कौन खुश हुआ था?
कोई खुश नहीं हुआ।
नहीं,
हम तो नहीं हुए।
सुन तो लीजिए,
हम तो नहीं हुए। नहीं, हमने तो वोट
महिला
नहीं दिया।
पहलवानों का
आपने दिया
अपमान
उनको,
किया, उनके साथ शोषण किया।
हाजी
और
रंगरेज,
80
हाजी
MP भाजपा की
रंगरेज,
सरकार
हाजी
में ऐसे
रंगरेज,
हैं
you
जिनके
cannot
ऊपर
have-
रेप के
you
अटैक
cannot
हैं,
have two
जिनके-
standards,
जिनके ऊपर
one for yourself and one for anyone
के
other.
मुकदमे
One
दर्ज
second.
हैं।
Now
आप
viewers,
उन पर
listen
बात
to
नहीं
this.
करते सर।
This
हमने
is-
क्या ये
this is
हमारी
Haji
रणनीति है
Rangres,
सर?
Haji
हम
Rangres.
ये तय हम
This is
करेंगे।
Haji Rangres.
जैसे
Viewers,
बीजेपी अपनी पार्टी का तय करती है, ऐसे हम अपनी पार्टी को तय करते हैं। हमारी पार्टी के बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब
हाजी रंगरेज,
वो तय करेंगे। हमने एक
AIMM
प्रपोजल उनको दिया है।
ठीक है, ठीक।
अगर वहां से हरी
Can you
झंडी
believe
मिली
it,
है तो क्या
viewers?
पता कोई भी
एक
चुनाव
मिनट,
लड़
अब आप
सकता
ठंडे हो
है।
जाइए।
और कोई सर सुन तो लीजिए,
ठंडे हो
मैं
जाइए।
कह रहा हूँ बाबा
ठंडे हो
साहब का
जाइए।
ही संविधान के अनुसार और कानून
जो
के-
कहा-
राहुल जी सुन तो लीजिए,
जो कहा-
राहुल जी क्या कहा है संविधान, क्या कहता है? अगर कोई दोषी नहीं है, सुन लीजिए मेरी बात, और वो चुनाव लड़ना चाहता है तो देश का संविधान उसको इजाजत देता है।
भाई साहब, इन्होंने
वो
तो
चुनाव लड़
बंदूक-
सकता है।
इन्होंने तो
वो
बंदूक-
चुनाव लड़ सकता
अच्छा,
है
एक मिनट
सर।
मेरी बात सुनिए।
ये गलत नहीं है।
क्या
जो बाबा
नहीं,
साहब
एक
के
मिनट-
संविधान ने दी है ताकत उसको चुनाव लड़ने की।
Okay, now
मैं
you
बार
keep
बार कह
quiet.
रहा हूं।
Viewers, by this logic, they should have given citizenship to Kasab, because for 2.5 years he was under trial. These people would have said, अरे अभी तो उनके क्या charges हैं, he has not been convicted. हमारा उनको काउंसलर बना दो मुंबई में, टिकट ही दे देते हैं, वो भी जेल से लड़ सकता है। वैसे भी किसी को पता नहीं था where he was from. In any case, viewers, because he had passed himself off as a Hindu, we just got very lucky that Tikaram Omle caught him in the act. Otherwise, they would have said, अरे ये तो RSS का आदमी है. Because that's what they said, viewers, about Shah Rukh. They said he was a Hindu first. They said he was from the RSS first, viewers. I don't think you remember all of this. And then when the law caught up with him, we found out his antecedents. And this specimen from the AIMIM, viewers, says, give him a ticket, inshallah. And he believes that Indian Muslims think that this man is a hero. I don't know what that says, viewers, about him. There's the tweet, viewers. There it is on your screens. Can you believe it? मुसलमानों का असली हीरो, इस्लाम का एक सच्चा सिपाही.
Wow. Wow.
Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of
Shame.
this? What do you make of
Shame.
this? No, let me actually ask somebody who is a devout on this panel. Let me ask Tehseen Poonawala. Is he your sipahi? Is he your sipahi, Tehseen Poonawala? Will you vote for him?
No, the guy should be behind jail, rotting, so showing a gun to our police enforcement. And I want to castigate the current government, whichever is running the police. I'm not making this political. You should have been much stricter on him. How dare this guy think? Look, Rahul, I've been on your show numerous times, me, Anand and me. You've given me this platform and I've been very critical of Pragya Thakur, right? She's a terror thief. I have a stand. You are innocent until proven guilty, I agree, but not on terror charges if a court is prima facie taken cognizance, not on rape charges if a court is taken cognizance, and not on severe offences, murder charges. Beyond this, there can be political cases, which I do agree, but not on these cases.
Okay.
All political parties must come together and stop giving tickets to these kind of people.
So does that apply? Does that apply to Rahul Gandhi also?
Yes, it does. And I'd be very
It applies
disappointed
to.
if
So Rahul Gandhi,
Yes, it
listen to
does.
your brother-in-law, Rahul Gandhi. Listen to your brother-in-law tonight.
If anyone, be it anyone, Shah Rukh, Ishrat Jahan, Pragya Thakur, if they are given tickets, it is wrong, period. We as a nation, as political parties, as Indians must take a stand.
आपका
They must
मानसिकता
not
जो
allow
है
this.
वो टीवी पे है. You don't need to speak anymore, Mr. Rangres.
देखिए सर,
Because the only person who can think that a weaponized
सुनिए,
terrorist
सर,
is a
सुनिए,
hero for them
सर,
is
सुनिए।
Pakistan, not Indians.
जब
One
तक
minute.
उसको सजा
One minute. Don't give me this nonsense.
तब तक उसको
Don't talk
किसी को भी आप
nonsense
अपराधी नहीं
on
कह
national
सकते,
TV.
सर।
1 second.
आप
Sanju
अपराधी नहीं
Verma.
कह सकते,
Sanju
ऐसे
Verma.
केस तो बहुत
Sanju
सारे
Verma
लोग
respond.
बता रहे हैं,
And
तो
Dr.
सबको
Ranganathan
अपराधी मान
comes in.
लीजिए आप।
Yes, 1 second. Sanju Verma respond. Yes.
Thank you. You know, Rahul, I agree with Tehseen that you are innocent until proven guilty. That applies to everybody, be it Shah Rukh, Pathan or Tahir Hussain or Sadhvi Pragya. But people forget that Sadhvi Pragya was incarcerated, spent 9 long years in jail without even a fair trial. But let me not waste time by diverting the issue at hand. Let's talk about Ajay Mishra Teni, who was MOS home. His son, Ashish Mishra Teni, was accused in the Lakhimpur violence. Did BJP give Ajay Mishra Teni a Lok Sabha ticket to contest in 2024? No. From Kheri, it was Utkarsh Verma, who was given a ticket and he won. Kuldeep Singh Sengar was expelled in 2019 and is serving life sentence on rape charges that were filed against him. Show me one leading national party where a key MLA is accused and then convicted of rape and then the said party expels him. Just to call out the hypocrisy of Tehsil, 1 week back, there's a gentleman called P.P. Madhavan who died. P.P. Madhavan was the former secretary and a close aide and confidant of Sonia Gandhi. He had rape charges filed against him by a Dalit widow. He promised her marriage but never married her and used her, and for this reason, when Tehsil says anyone who's accused of rape, political parties should take cognizance of that and not give him tickets. What was Sonia Gandhi, Shashi Tharoor, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra paying obeisance, paying homage to P.P. Madhavan? He's a rape accused. So don't sit here and lecture. And I will also tell you, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh was denied a ticket from Kaisarganj. The ticket was given to his son, but not to Brij Bhushan. And my last point is this. There is a man called Mahipal Madarna, accused, convicted in the Bhavri Devi case. His daughter Divya Madarna for the longest time was a Rajasthan MLA on a Congress ticket. So yahan baitkar Tehsil,
the point is
lectures, but that is pure hypocrisy.
Yes. Respond quickly, and then I want to bring in Dr. Ranganathan.
I don't want to respond to Sanju. She justifies Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh's son Karan getting a ticket, and she doesn't justify Divya getting a ticket. That's this hypocrisy out there. I don't know, Sanju ji. I never interrupted you. After seriously. Rahul, please, I just need one line. Rahul, I have a more important.
Okay.
Rahul, just very important point.
Yeah.
Rahul, and I'm taking your platform to say this, particularly for the minorities in India, particularly for the Muslims. Our heroes should be Maulana Azad and Abdul Kalam. I've just got a call sometime back from Lebanon, threatening me for the stance I take against Hezbollah and Hamas. I've complained to a DCP South and FIR registered. This is ridiculous. This has to stop.
Okay.
This kind of nonsense must stop. It's
Dr.
not acceptable.
Ranganathan.
These are not our heroes.
I'm glad. I'm very glad. I hope your political party takes you at face value and does exactly as you are saying.
You cannot allow rioters.
Well, we'll have, because you see, no clarification has come. Even now, I tweeted about this yesterday, this contemplation by Rahul Gandhi to give Ishra Jahan. It went viral. There's been no response saying that this was a story that is inaccurate. So till now, for almost 24 hours later. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of this? I want to understand, especially of Haji Rangre's specimen number 1.
A couple of points here, Rahul, because time is limited. Number 1, technically, nobody can stop anyone from fighting in elections or getting a ticket, because as you say, and as is the dictum in this country, a man is or a woman is innocent until proven guilty. This is at best a case of political ethics and morality, and all political parties fail at this altar. I mean, instead of narrating individual anecdotes, let me tell you straight up, 29% of current MPs in the present Lok Sabha are facing serious criminal charges of rape, kidnapping and dacoity. This is not just our Lok Sabha. In Kerala, the assembly, 24% of MLAs of 100% literacy rate state are facing serious criminal charges. So this is not narrating one or two or exposing each other's hypocrisy. This is across the board. Let me now come to the other issue. Much more troubling than having Shah Rukh or Tahir Hussain as candidates is the fact that these political parties believe they might win. Please understand that. That is the real issue. ये हीरो एक्चुअली हैं. हाजी साहब ने एकदम ठीक कहा, ये तो अल्लाह के पास जा चुके हैं, हज को जा चुके हैं, तो ये झूठ नहीं बोल सकते. ये जो हाजी होता है वो कभी झूठ नहीं बोल सकता. एक बार जो काबा चला जाता है तो ये सच बोल रहे हैं. इस्लाम का सच्चा सिपाही है शाहरुख, और ये जीतेगा भी. मैं आपको लिख के दे रहा हूं, ताहिर हुसैन भी जीतेगा, क्योंकि ये इनको अपनी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी के बारे में पता है. ये इनके हीरो हैं. यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग, पीरियड.
Shocking. if that is true? Do you believe he can win?
देखिए जिस तरीके से नाथुराम गोडसे के जो वंशज हैं वो लगातार उनको जो है बड़ा चढ़ाकर बताते हैं, उनका समर्थन करते हैं, जो मुसलमानों के खिलाफ जो अभी आपने देखा होगा इस तरह
वो गलत है क्या?
जिस तरीके से महिमा मंडन
नाथुराम गोडसे की बात वो गलत है या सही है?
जिसने जो आतंकी था, जिसने महात्मा जी की महात्मा जी गांधी जी की हत्या की, वो तो गलत है ना?
गलत है ना? तो दो wrongs don't make a right.
क्या कह रहा हूँ?
Do two wrongs make a right? हाजी रंगरेज,
देखिए जिसको सजा हो गई हो, देखिए सजा होने में और ट्रायल में अलग अलग फर्क है सर, समझिए ना। अभी ट्रायल चल रहा है, ट्रायल में निर्दोष साबित भी हो सकता है, बहुत सारे लोग
नौजवान
पॉलिटिकल
बंदूक लेके घूम रहा है नौजवान,
सर
उसके हाथ में किसी ने,
अरे सर आए भी लोगों के पास बंदूकें हैं, लोग मुसलमानों को खुलेआम बात कर रहे हैं, उन पर तो आप चर्चा नहीं कर रहे।
Let's have a look at those pictures
सर सबने
of
देखी
this
है वो
individual. There it is, pointing a gun at the temple, viewers, of a police.
चलाई नहीं उसने, गन थी उसके हाथ में, तुम
चलाई नहीं।
Small mercies.
बहुत मेहरबानी कर दी उन्होंने,
उसके
बहुत मेहरबानी कर दी उन्होंने।
उनकी पूरी जानकारी ले लीजिए,
मेरे पास है पूरी जानकारी,
दो केस हैं
मेरे पास उनकी
हम उसको प्रत्याशी नहीं बना रहे भाई साहब, हमने कहा ही नहीं हम प्रत्याशी बना रहे हैं।
क्या बात कर रहे हो? आप पूरा फैमिली को मिले,
पूरा मीडिया मिलने में फैमिली, मैं आपके पास मिलने आ जाऊंगा तो मैंने आपको टिकट दे दिया।
क्या बात है?
नहीं हम आपके पास, अगर उनके साथ नाइंसाफी हो रही है, उनको जो है जिस तरीके से उनकी जमानतें नहीं हो रही, जिस तरीके से उनके घर को जो है पीड़ित है परिवार, हम उनसे मिलने के लिए जाते हैं, तो उसमें क्या तकलीफ है किसी को?
मैं आपके ऊपर चीखूंगा नहीं सर, आप चीखना चाहें चीखिए।
देखिए सर,
नहीं आप बंदूक भी दिखा दीजिए, चलाएंगे नहीं, मगर मेरे पे उतनी मेहरबानी कर देना, मैं बस बता रहा हूं, मैं समझ नहीं आ रहा मुझे
ये जो यही बातें हैं सर जो देश को तोड़ने वाली बातें हैं सर।
आपके ट्वीट,
आप लगातार जिस
ट्वीट,
आपके ट्वीट में क्या गलत है बताइए ना।
अच्छा वो हीरो है आपके, मुसलमानों के
नहीं है, मैंने हीरो कहा है,
वो लिखा हुआ है
हीरो इसमें,
सच्चा सिपाही,
हीरो इसमें लिखा हुआ,
मुसलमानों का असली हीरो।
देखिए
आपके भाई आप झूठ बोलते हैं।
अरे सर
भाई आप कह रहे हैं आप हाजी हम झूठ बोलते हैं। मेरी हिंदी भी उतनी अच्छी नहीं है, मैं पढ़ तो लेता हूँ, धीरे धीरे पढ़ता हूँ सर, मगर झूठ नहीं बोलता। मुसलमानों का असली हीरो,
आप किसी को पॉलिटिकल एजेंडे के तहत अगर उसको फंसा देंगे, उसके ऊपर
बंदूक लेके घूम रहा है।
देखिए जब तक सजा नहीं होती कोई भी दोषी सिद्ध नहीं हो सकता। जब
डॉक्टर रंगनाथन, यस डॉक्टर रंगनाथन,
जब वो कर देगी तो हम भी मानने लगेंगे।
डॉक्टर रंगनाथन,
हमारा देश संविधान
30 सेकंड्स, यस
देखिए हाफिज साहब की मैं रिस्पेक्ट करता हूं, हद जा चुके हैं। मैं आप इनसे एक सीधा सवाल पूछिए ना, दूध का दूध पानी का पानी, आप इनसे पूछिए वाज हसन नसरल्लाह टेररिस्ट, यस और नो, पूछ लीजिए,
बताइए।
मैं तो कुछ नहीं बोलना चाहता इस पे, क्योंकि वो तो हमारे
आपकी बोलती बंद हो गई। चलिए
नहीं बोलती।
Viewers, the fact is that there are some people in this country who really do believe that this man, Shahrukh, who's walking around with a gun, deserves a ticket because he's a hero. I just hope that all of us who would stand against, even in our sleep, we would stand against these individuals, are not even given 2 votes. In fact, they should be given only nota. And if people don't do that, viewers, then we have something really serious to worry about. I leave it at this.
Presented by
Hello and a very warm welcome. Thanks for tuning in to CNN News 18. A Merry Christmas to one and all. For now, we quickly shift our attention to a CNN News 18 exclusive that's just come in. Details of the same on your screens, viewers. CNN News 18 exclusive. Pakistan airstrikes have killed 20 in Afghanistan. The Afghanistan government says they will retaliate. According to the Afghanistan government, airstrikes have killed only civilians, and they've also called these unfortunate strikes. This happened at a time when talks with Pakistan's special representative have been ongoing in Kabul. So this is the latest bit of breaking news update coming in. Some of those visuals also that we'll try and put out in just a bit. But going across to Siddhant Mishra joining us with more details. Siddhant, you know, with the Afghanistan government very closely monitoring the situation, tell us a little bit about how they're viewing this, and most importantly about what we know with regards to these airstrikes in Afghanistan.
Well, Pakistan airstrikes killed 20 in Afghanistan. In fact, the Afghanistan government says that they are going to retaliate. This perhaps escalated tensions between Afghanistan and Pakistan. In fact, the airstrikes killed civilians. This is what is being reported. Strikes happened at the time when talks with Pakistan's special representative Mir was going on in Kabul. In fact, the Defense Ministry has called it a brutal bombing. Afghan Defense Ministry has called it a brutal bombing. Pakistan, in its defense, has to say that the security that this has been done on the hideouts of TTP, where and dozens of TTP militants were killed in the bombing. TTP sources say that the camp of Pakistani displaced people and civilians were killed. Earlier, Pakistan's special representative met Sirajuddin Haqqani and Mustaki in Kabul. So perhaps there are two versions that we are getting right now. Afghanistan has to say that the civilians have been killed in the brutal air bombings by Pakistan. Pakistan has to say that the TTP hideouts have been hit. Now, Pakistan always had issues with TTP because Pakistan security sources say that TTP is responsible for most of the blasts that have taken place in Pakistan in the last 1 year or even more than that. So the TTP targets were struck, but Afghanistan has to say that the civilian targets were hit by the Pakistani forces. And interestingly, it happened when the special representative talks was going on in Kabul. It would really be interesting to see that how situation unfolds here onwards. But right now, this has escalated tensions between in the APAC region.
Okay, there's most certainly an escalation in the tensions between the two. Already there were tensions that were simmering, Siddhant, given the presence of Pakistani militants in Afghanistan. From that to finally, reaching a point where we see these airstrikes, at least 20 of them in Afghanistan, Pakistan airstrikes being carried out. You're telling us about the version coming in from the Afghan officials, but what about Pakistan? Anything officially that's been stated as yet?
Well, yes, they have, Pakistan intel sources have confirmed this to Manoj Gupta, that the targets which were hit belong to the TTP. They were TTP hideouts, and no civilian targets were struck by the Pakistani forces. So that is what Pakistan is saying in its defense, because they also don't want Afghanistan to say that the civilians have been killed or civilian targets were struck. But Afghanistan has to say that has called it a brutal bombing, and Afghanistan has to say that the civilians have been targeted. Perhaps this would escalate tensions in the whole of APAC region, which is already unstable. Islamist forces have a larger role to play as far as the Afghanistan-Pakistan border is concerned. Both countries keep alleging each other for the cross-border terrorism. And in fact, there have been many attempts also to perhaps find solutions through diplomacy. But it looks like the diplomacy has failed again. And, the way Pakistan has struck the targets within the Afghanistan and civilians have been, perhaps, it will mount pressure on the current Taliban regime in Afghanistan to retaliate. And there would be a lot of pressure on them because they cannot let Pakistan breach their their territory and come and bomb in the Afghanistan territory. Perhaps that has not gone down well with the Taliban.